Hello guys, in this video I will share with you a day trading forex day trading system that uses volume profile, ADR and supply and demand zones. Here you see on my chart I have three different indicators. You can find each of these indicator links on the video description. This tree line Bollinger Band like indicator is the ADR, which shows how much room the price has to move for that particular day. If the price is below the red line, it means the price is already oversold on that particular day, and there is a very high probability chance that the price go higher from here, or at least consolidate, so it will not move more down from there. And when price is above the green line, it means the price is already exceeded the amount of ADR for that particular day, and the probability of going more high is very low. So the median line, or this yellow line, is the median value between these two lines, and it's calculated based on ADR indicator. So the current setting is 5-day average range that I uses, and you can see here it shows the 2-day range, yesterday range, 3-day ADR, 5-day ADR, 10-day ADR, and 20-day ADR, all in pips. So the indicator, this bonds or this lines uses the 5-day ADR. The other indicator I have on my chart is this volume profile indicator, which you are seeing, these three green and red bars. Volume profile shows the volume on the price, or it puts the volume again on the price, so you will see which levels or most trading volume happened, and which levels were not that much volume. And this the other indicator on my chart is supply and demand indicator. It shows the supply and demand zones. If you don't know anything about any of these indicators, please you can search the name of indicator on Google. If you want to know more about volume profile, you can search about volume profile, or supply, or how to trade supply and demand zones. The way this system works is it waits for the price to exceed either the top ADR or bottom ADR. So once the price crossed or reached the red line or green line, that's the time that we will trade. And most of the time, when price crosses these lines, it goes out of value area, which is the area that 70% of trading volume happened, and it is showed by the volume profile. So if you can see here, from here to here, it's the value area, or where that 70% of the trading volume happened, and outside this area is where that there was not much trading volume. So whenever price crosses this red line and goes out of the value area, that's the time you will trade. And the third rule, or a third condition to be met, is the price must touch either a demand zone like you see here, or a supply zone like you see here. So once the price cross the ADR lines, goes out of the value area and touch supply or demand zone, we will trade. My chart is 5-minute EURUSD chart. I will show you some setups on this chart, and I will go for other charts like pound dollar chart. For a current chart, there is a setup here. You can see price on this particular day goes out of the ADR, exceeds the limit of ADR, and it's keep going down. And let me put a horizontal line here. In this area, in this area, price crosses the volume profile value area and it goes out of the value area. When price goes out of value area, it either that's the time that price reverse back, and that's a very good time for us to bet on the price reverse and enter a trade. But that's not enough for us. The third rule must meet, and the third rule is touching a zone. Here price goes down, 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 and here you see that this yellow rectangle is a demand zone that's drawn by our supply and demand indicator. It is identified here by indicator, and price never touched this zone again, so it's a good zone, it's a fresh zone. Not much trading activity around this zone until we touch it here. Once price touched here the zone, we will buy, and the target and stop loss, you have different options to set your target and stop loss. The stop loss can be below the demand zone, or you can set your target on the middle line of the EDR indicator, and use half of that amount for your stop loss. And you must be sure that you target a 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 lose to reward ratio, because if your risk reward ratio is lower, then you are even if you become very accurate on your entries, you will end up losing money. And if you enter here and set somewhere here your target and somewhere here your stop loss, you will get this great setup and end up gaining something like, let me count this, more than 70 pips. And let me show you another setup here. Okay, I will zoom. This is another day. As I said, it's an intraday trading system or day trading system. So you will enter on the same day and close on the same day. There is no holding on the night. So all the trading will happen on that specific day. So here we have another setup. This one, this is not a setup, okay? I mean, because it is a start of a new zone. There is no old zone that's touched by price. This is a valid setup, but the problem is price didn't exceed the ADR level, so it's not too much high, but it's still, you can trade it if you want to, or modify the rules. Here I want to show you this. This is not a valid setup because there is no demand zone. This demand zone that you see here, it's recognized newly on this particular day. We have to have another demand zone from other days, and this zone is not a valid zone for now. If this zone continues, as you can see, this zone is touched several times, so it's not a strong zone too. If you read about supply and demand zones, if the zone is touched multiple times, it means that zone is not that strong. The zone must, if the zone touched one time by price, the price must get rejected from the zone. If it didn't bounce back from the zone, it shows that the zone is not that strong. Let me switch to another chart. Okay, this red line text is from the ADR zone. It tells us that the amount of data on the chart is not enough for calculating the indicator data, so we have to load more data. You can move left and again left. I think it's enough. No, it's not enough. Is it enough? Yes, it's enough. Okay, let me see if I can find a setup on this chart for you. No, there is no setup on this chart. Let's go to USDJPY. I have to load more data for ADR. Okay, it's enough. Let's see. Okay, on the same day that we had the EURUSD trading setup, there is a similar setup on USDJPY. Okay, it's a 100% perfect or valid setup based on this system. It meet all of the three conditions. Look, price is out of the value area, it's out of this area, the value area is this area where the green and red bars of volume profiler. When it exceeds from this area, it goes below or above this area, it means the price is outside the value area. Here it's crosses the value area and fall below it, and it broke the lower line of ADR, and it touched a demon zone. Here you have a demon zone. It's not that good zone based on supply and demand rules. I don't like this type of zones, but it's still a good zone if you become a little bit picky, because it's a working trading setup. But if I was trading, I will not trade this type of zone. Anyway, price is touching the zone, and it reverses back, bounce back from the zone. As you can see, it's a nice high risk to reward trading setup. Let me see if we have another trading signal here. Yeah, there is one. There is a sell signal here, I think. Not sure if it's a okay. Does it crosses the, yeah, here you see that price is touching the top ADR line, and it's outside the value area. You see this one dot outside the value area here, and that shows us that the price is outside the value area, and it's touching a zone. The zone is identified from this area. Again, not that good zone, but you can trade it if you want to. If you sell from here and target somewhere here, you will see what happened. It's not ended up as a losing or winning trade until now. Let me see other charts if I can find any other setup for you. Okay, you're waiting for calculation of volume profile. Come on, why it's not getting calculated? Is there, okay, it came. Okay, is there any zone? Okay, there is no signal here. Here we have a sell signal. We don't have any buy signal here. Okay, there is a sell signal, as you can see. It's today. Price goes out of the value area here. Let me mark this. Here, price goes out of the value area, and it keeps going up and up and up until it crosses the top ADR line, as you can see. Then it keeps going up until it touches the zone. Let me check the zone, where the zone started. Okay, this zone is a great zone. Why? Let me show you. The price was not, there was not much trading activity on the zone. As you can see, price came here, rejected back very strongly, then came here and again rejected back. This type of zones are great to trade. I like this type of zones, but not zones where price consolidate too much, like in the previous chart. And this zone is a good zone. I wish this touch was not here, then it was really good, but I still consider this zone as a good supply zone. So price goes here, it touches the zone. If we sell here and set our target somewhere here, we will see what's going to happen. Uh, you can, what I do when I use this trading system is, if my position was not closed for the day, I will close my positions. I will not hold it to the night. But you can do anything you want to. It's you can modify the rules based on your style. So if I was entering here, I was keeping this position for maybe up to here or there, and I will close it back, because actually I don't trade on this time of day, because the market volatility is very low. I recommend you, if you're trading forex, if you're day trading forex, only trade on London season, only on London season, and don't open any position outside the London season. So this is on 13. I think it happened during the London season, and but the price didn't move much. If I was in here, I was closed my position maybe 1 hour later or now, because I'm not holding my positions on the night. So let's check another chart, GPB, GPY. Okay, let's see what we have here. No sell, no buy. Here we don't have any sell, no, nor any buy. You can see here we have, let me see. We are going outside the value area and the ADR, but there is no supply zone, so we can't sell from here. And there you can see there is a demand zone, but what's the problem? It's not outside ADR area, it's inside ADR area, so you should not trade this type of zones. It was able to reject the price bounce back from this area. Let me zoom. But it's not a zone that we should get in. Okay, if this zone was somewhere here, that will be perfect, but not now. No trading setup for this pre-current day. If I increase my ADR, okay, then I have to load more data, so I'm going to switch the chart. That's easy. Okay, where is the chart? I have to load more data. Okay, it's enough. Is there any signal? We are going up. Look at this day. The whole day price was on a tight range, trading around the median line of ADR. It didn't move too high or too low. So this type of days are we are safe. We are not going to enter on a consolidation days like this. We don't need any filter for getting rid of noise or anything like that. This system is purely based on price, based on supply and demand, volume, and ADR. So it's not there is nothing fancy or illogical about this system. The system is based on very clear logic and how the market works. So here in this day, we also don't have any signal. There is a supply zone, there is a supply zone, there is supply zone, but price didn't goes to those levels, and there is a demand zone. I don't think the price will be able on one day to go this much low. So let's see AUDUSD. I'm sure you now know how this systems work, how the system work. So if you want to get these indicators, I have put the indicators links on my video description. You can get all this three, not just three, all these four indicators. This is speed indicator you see here. It's sample info. It shows much more data, but I just limited it to the speed. Okay, it's AUDUSD. Do we have any trading setup here? No. Yeah, we have one. Okay. Another great trading setup. No, it's not outside ADR. Sorry, it's not a trading setup. You can let me describe this for you. Look, price here crosses the value area. It's outside value area. One rule meets. And the second rule, does it touch a supply zone? It does, yeah, it touches a supply zone, but the problem is it's not outside ADR, so it goes back down. So if the price keep going up and it was started, it touched this zone, that would be great for us, but it's not going that much up, it's just falling back from here. Is there any other zone, any other setup here? No, there is no setup. Okay, let's switch. Let's switch to another chart. You can trade all the samples in on a day trading system because most of them has very high spread. So you should only trade major pairs, major forex pairs. Okay, do we have anything here? No. No, price never came that high. Okay, price keep falling, but there is no demand zone. The problem is this. USD CAD. One good thing about this trading system I want to tell you is this: even if the setup didn't work, you will not lose too much, and most of the time the price will not reach your stop loss level. Why? Because of the ADR, because price already exceeded the amount of ADR. So if the price the average daily range of the sample is something like maybe 150 pips, it's already moved most out of the 150 pips range, so there is very little chance that it can go more. So if you trade this trading system, most of the time the price will not reach your stop loss. You will end up losing little bit, but it will not touch your stop loss, and that's why I like this system too much. Okay, why I'm keep loading? Is there any setup? No. Let me load more data. The problem is this ADR indicator. When I increase the days, I have to load more data. Sorry. I was increasing the wrong number. Number 3, okay. 8 days. And I have to volume profile increase the preview of this too. Okay. No setup, no zone. I have on supply and demand indicator, I have to say, yes, how many zones to keep? 15, 20. Oh, too many broken zones. I will set this back to 0. Even I loaded more data, there is not any setup. Let's go to, we will go to the one more chart and we will stop we will end the video. Okay, EURUSD. It's a good sample to trade it on a day trading system. Let me load more chart data for ADR. Okay, let's see some losing. I'm looking for some losing trades. Look, there is a great zone here, but price never reached it. And we have another zone here, price not going to that zone. No, there is no signal on this chart. You will if you trade this system, usually you will get some. If you trade something like maybe 10 forex samples, you may end up getting one or no trade per day, because the frequency of trades are very low due to conditions for this system. And when you found a trading setup, the probability of that setup will be really high because of all these things, just all these rules. prices outside ADR area. It's a great thing. Okay, if you go and do some research about ADR, if price is going outside this, it's like it's in a outlier area statistically. So there is very low chance that it goes more outside the value, outside the ADR. Suppose as an asset price can only fluctuate something like 100 or 150 pips per day in average, uh, and on that particular day it already moved 150 pips. Now tell me, how much is the chance that it goes more than 150 pips? The chance is very low. So due to, and the price is outside value area of Williams profile. It's another huge oversold overbuy signal. And alongside this too, if price touch a zone, a supply or demand zone, then you have a high probability, almost perfect trading setup that you can enter and end up being profitable. Another very important thing about this system is the timing of your entries. As I said, if you enter on 2 or 3 hours after London season, that will be the best time, because you can hold the position for the rest of the day. Don't trade outside the London season. If you can, you should only trade 2 or 3 hours of the start of London season, and stop trading after that. Only keep your positions open. I will end this video here. The indicator links are on the video description if you want to get these indicators. All the indicators, I think one of these indicators are free. Not sure about it. All these indicators have a 10-day free trial version. We will not ask for your email or anything. You can just go and download the indicator file, put it on your, install it on your CTrader and use it for 10 days for free. Good luck for your trading. This video ends here. If you have any comment, leave a comment on the video description or contact us via our website. Bye.